Hello, welcome to the premiere Wednesday edition of Two Dudes and a Couch.
Due to the high volume of requests, we've decided to dedicate these episodes to highlighting the true independent horror.
That's right, man. We're talking about low-budget goodness here.
In these segments, we're going to bring you honest reviews of indie features, shorts, web series, and channels that are available in a variety of ways. Today's film is the 2013 feature And Then You Die, written and directed by Brian Galliard and Daniel Murphy.
It stars Chuck Smith, Ellie Church, and Christopher Hunt.
Baby, slow down, we have all day.
I can't help it.
Hey!
And Then You Die tells the story of Sam, a pushover who is having one heck of a bad day.
We see him when his wife, his car, his boss, society, and his best friend all failed him when he needed them most.
These betrayals have pushed Sam over the edge, and he's ready for vengeance.
Sir, you open up, please.
So Brian, what are your initial thoughts on And Then You Die?
Well, man, it looks promising to me. From the trailer, it seems to have a falling down meets I spit on your grave kind of thing going on.
Yeah, the footage almost has a home video feel to it, like a lot of the low-budget slasher flicks from the 80s and 90s. And that's pretty cool.
Well, let's give it a view.
You grab the drinks and I'll start the show.
And we're back. So what'd you think of the film, Travis?
Well, And Then You Die shows that indie filmmakers can have a low-budget, inexperienced staff and actors, and yet they can still create something really cool on screen.
That's true.
Just by having good old-fashioned ingenuity and dedication to their craft.
Alright, so let's just break this movie down then.
Okay, so for these indie reviews, we're going to do things a little different. So what we're going to be looking at is storyline, character development, cinematography, audio, acting, and special effects.
So let's first start with the storyline. I was right when I said this film looks like Falling Down meets I Spit on Your Grave. I thought it was going to be cheesy and have Sam just completely snap because things weren't going his way. But fortunately, there was more to this story that's not shown in that trailer. We see a montage of the sad life that Sam had just experienced leading up to the day that drove him over the edge. And that made the story more visceral, and while viewers aren't likely to agree with what Sam was doing, I'm sure they're likely to understand his behaviors is coming from. So man, I gotta give props to Brian and Daniel for creating a very solid storyline.
Let's talk about character development. This is where a lot of indie projects fall flat. And Then You Die rises above a lot of the other films in this genre in that you really get a sense of who the characters are. From simple Sam, who can't catch a break, there's Tessa and Brad, who you'll love to hate. I was really impressed with Tessa and Brad as the story progressed. Initially, I thought I was going to be rooting for the bad guy to dispatch them because of their behavior, but the conversations between Brad and Tessa actually made me feel sorry for them before the end of the story. So I gotta say, they did a really good job of developing these characters.
So let's jump to the cinematography of this film. Most of the movie was very straightforward with a good mix of shots. The camera work was steady and lighting was very good. I had this one great shot where we see Sam speeding away in a truck and the grocery bag flies out the back. I mean, it's a simple but very effective seeing that bag slowly fall to the ground, almost peacefully, knowing Sam is racing to cause some more carnage. Such a great scene.
Okay, so let's talk about audio. Most of the film was okay, but there were certain scenes that you had to either turn the volume way up or turn it way down depending on what was happening. This is a fairly common problem for indie filmmakers. We just don't have the equipment to do what we really need. You probably won't have an issue with this, just turn it up and down.
Alright, now on to the acting. As previously mentioned, there were some great performances by the three central characters in this film. There are a few wooden performances from some of the extras. Like for instance, that crazy uncle was pretty funny. He was a nice throwback to the crazy prophets warning the kids of their impending doom. But in my personal opinion, he just didn't quite fit. It was also refreshing to see the cast of real women. I mean seriously, there was no super fake actresses running around Hollywood horror girls with their fake man-made assets. I mean, these are real people that were next door type of girls. And that's what really made the film genuine in my opinion.
On to special effects. Brian and Daniel do an excellent job on the kill scenes in this film. Considering this was their debut film and they had a $5,000 budget to do the whole thing, is pretty amazing. The attacks for the most part looked realistic. They also found some inventive ways to dispatch the victims in And Then You Die. Okay, so now it's time for complaints and weaknesses. We felt that some of the kills could have benefited from more blood.
Another minor detail was that Sam, seriously, he never sweated the whole time.
But Brian, I mean, serial killers have great cardio, everybody knows that.
Very true.
They just keep going. Okay, so one part of the film had me questioning Sam a little bit. No spoilers here, but one quick clip of Sam in the woods before he started killing everyone would have made things much easier.
Another weakness was the type of killer Sam was. He was exactly like that guy who just got pushed to the edge and then hit his breaking point. There was 2 disturbing scenes with female characters that just didn't go with the flow at all for the rest of the film.
So Brian, how do we rate this film?
Well, based on the review criteria, 2 Dudes and a Couch is proud to give And Then You Die a 3 kill rating.
This is a solid low-budget horror film.
That's right. So if you're in the mood for a push past the limit, man on a mission, boss gets what's coming to him, good time, then check out And Then You Die.
And Then You Die can be purchased on DVD, Blu-ray, or you can stream it online for $3 right here.
That's right. We're now fans of HM&M films, and after a review of And Then You Die, we think you will be too.
So that's it for 2 Dudes and a Couch this week.
So till then, my friends,
Stay bloody.